Hello, this is Scott, and today I'm going to talk to you about Fort Myers, Florida. This was my fourth stop on my Key West road trip, and it was a long drive from Tallahassee down to Fort Myers, which is outside of the typical 300-mile trip that I normally take. But got down there, and I was staying at the KOA on Pine Island. Now, Pine Island is rather remote. But, the ratings on it, TripAdvisor had it at a 4.0, Google had it at a 4.2, and the KOA website rated it at a 4.5. So the total rating for KOA Pine Island was 4.233. Now, while I was there, my aunt and uncle who live in Naples, they came up to visit me. We went out to a dinner and sat with this wonderful view of the alleyway or the canalways there on the island. And we went and visited the Leoma Lovegrove Art Gallery and Gardens. That has Yelp rating a 3, which is rather low, but TripAdvisor had it at a 4.5, Google had it at a 4.5, and Facebook had it at a 4.9. So the total rating for the Leoma Lovegrove Gallery and Gardens is 4.225. From there, the next day, I went down to the Edison and Ford Winter Estate. Edison built the estate in 1888, and then in 1914, Henry Ford bought the property next door. And as you can see in a photo here in a bit, they're really close together. Here's the pool that they had there. Here's a picture of the Edison house. And you can see the inside, very bright. They talked about the story with Charles Edison, talking about how he went out and went fishing with his dad, and he ended up catching the bigger fish than his dad. His dad told him to throw it back, but the boat captain decided that what he would do is he'd mount both of them on the side of the house, and so they're still there. And this is the Ford house. They have a garage out back that has several old cars and trucks in it. And the reason they called it a pickup truck is that they didn't come assembled. It isn't like now where you can go to a car dealer and pick it up, drive it off the lot. They mailed it to you in parts, and you had to assemble it yourself. So you had to go to the post office and pick it up. And therefore, that's how it became a pickup truck. And I can just imagine this was just a wonderful escape to get away to. This is a woolly fig tree. Just the root structure was just fascinating. Had to get a picture of it. And there you can see a picture of the Ford house and the Edison house and how close they were actually together. The other thing was in 1927, Edison decided to build the botanical laboratory here on the island. And the reason being is that it was becoming scarcer and scarcer to find rubber trees to build products from. So they wanted to go through and start researching synthetic products that they could use. Overall, the Edison Ford Winter Estate has a Yelp rating of 4.5, TripAdvisor 4.5, Google 4.7, Facebook 4.7, so for an overall rating of 4.6. There's also a wonderful museum here. One of the exhibits that they were talking about is Into the Wild, and it told the story of how Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, John Burroughs, and Harvey Firestone decided to go out and test their vehicles, test all their equipment, and they would go on these extended camping trips. Basically kind of the first RV trips that anybody took. So they had an exhibit there showing, what the vehicles looked like, how they had them built out with storage in the back. President Harding joined them at one point in time. But it's very fascinating to find out this rich history that the four of them had together. Good friends that were also such industry leaders. From there I went over to the Sanibel Island Lighthouse. There is a toll you have to pay to get off the bridge to get over there. And once I got over there, I was driving around, and it was a little difficult to find parking spots because the beach beside there is extremely popular. Going through and looking at the ratings, Yelp has it at a 4.5, TripAdvisor has it at a 4.5, Google has it at a 4.6, and Facebook has it at a 4.9. So that's an overall rating of 4.625. The Sanibel Lighthouse that's here, here's the picture of the oil house. It is just a beautiful structure. Not something that they give tours of or anything, but definitely a lighthouse you want to check out. And then here's a picture of the beach area. Then finally, I just spent the rest of the time just kind of driving around Pine Island. Just, beautiful sunsets. They have a little bat house here that you can visit, something different. And then they have quite a few nature preserves on the island. There was Pine Islands, Flatwood, and they were just gorgeous. Lots of hiking trails that you can go around on. The Galt Preserve is fantastic. I have 3 different ratings on it: 4.6 from Google, 4.8 from Facebook, and 4.5 from TripAdvisor, for a total of 4.63. Now, while I was there, they had part of the trails closed because there were bald eagles nesting, and I guess they've been nesting there for several years, so they don't want people disturbing them. But as you can see, there is lots of other wildlife in their area to see. Finally, I want to talk about 6 books and 1 piece of clothing. These are additional items if you want to continue researching on Henry Ford and Edison in that area. The Vagabonds here talks about the 10-year road trip, with Burroughs and Firestone. Edison and Ford in Florida, Images of America, just a little paperback. Uncommon Friends is another book that I saw. They have a couple really good bookstores, gift shops at the Edison and Ford estate. Edison, The Rise of Innovation. Pine Island, Images of America. And then there's also the Sanibel Island, Images of America. The final thing I threw in here is the Leoma Lovegrove Seahorse t-shirt. And this just is an example of her artwork. She has a lot of other different designs that you can find on Amazon. But overall, that's the extent of my 4th trip to 4th stop on the Key West trip. Next, I'll be going to Homestead and 2 national parks. and have a great day. Hello, thank you for watching my video here till the end. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment below. Additionally, if you'd like to see all the photographs that I've taken over my travels the last 3 years, go to my Smug Bug page, which is also in the description below.